Hi guys, today's video is going to be my 2020 favorites. I've never done one of these before because I only started filming in 2020, so I'm pretty excited. I've got a lot of products to go through. I think I've got one of every sort of makeup item, so this could take a while. I've also got some skincare and body things and a hair thing as well, so we will see how we go. Obviously this 2020 was a bit of a weird year for everyone in that most people didn't go out much, so I feel like a lot of the products that I did try, I tried in videos and used once. So these makeup products that I've picked are the ones that, since being able to go out at the end of last year, I've been like reaching for again and again, like the ones that I always like my go-to sorts of products at the moment. So it's gonna be a bit of a like interesting 2020 favorites. But because this is like the first year that I've really done this and I've done so much experimenting, I think this is just gonna be like a little bit of a mess, so I apologize for that, but we'll see what happens. A lot of these products I have not been using for the entire year. Like some of them I have, but some of them I've only been using for like the end of the year. Like some of them you'll be like, you only just got that recently. But it's just because when I got it, since then is when I've started going out, and these are the things that I've just like used again and again. Every time I'm like, oh, I really like that, so I'm going to use it again. So some of these things I haven't been around for very long, but they are technically, I would say, a favorite, and some of them have been around for a little while. So like some of them have been around for more than this year, more than last year, obviously more than 2021, but some of them have been around since like 2019 for me. Obviously you guys wouldn't have experienced that, but for me. Anyway, with that being said, I'm just gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna start with my primer. So for primer, I picked the Ole Henriksen Banana Face Bright Primer. I got this quite recently actually from a sale on the Lumibox website, one of the pop-up sales, within the last few months of the year. I can't remember how long I've had it now, but every time I do my makeup to go out, or even like if I do my makeup, like most of my makeup before I film, I'm pretty much only using this primer. Unless I feature a primer, it is most probably this primer. This is like my favorite one. It feels really nice. I feel like it makes my makeup look really nice. It makes my skin look really nice and feel really nice, and it smells nice. It's like citrusy, which I like. This year with being locked down and everything, and currently I'm in summer, so it's like today it's actually 40 degrees, so it's pretty freaking hot here. Like almost 40 degrees, not quite 40 degrees, but still close enough. It's like 37, I think. So for foundation, I have tried quite a few this year, and there are a lot that I actually really enjoyed. Like I'm not super picky with foundations, I'm not gonna lie. I really like most things. There were definitely a few that I didn't love for reasons like they caked a lot in my smile lines, which I know is somewhat inevitable, but some of them did it a lot more than others. Personally, I have really enjoyed light foundations this year, light and like moisturizing, like sort of like BB creams and stuff. So I decided to only pick one foundation, and this one is the one that I legitimately will put on like every day, unless I'm going for like a super full glam look, which I don't often do. Usually I just chuck this on like a more full coverage concealer, which is what I actually did today. It is the Covergirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Foundation. I have mine in the shade Fair Light. I just find this foundation so comfortable, like it goes on so easy, it blends in. It does not come in many colors, but I think it's kind of like a tinted moisturizer where it like you sort of just, it blends in with your skin usually. But basically I find this foundation super comfortable, super like moisturizing. Like my skin looks really nice. I feel it's not like super high coverage by any means, but I really enjoy it. And when I have like pimples and things, I just kind of like spot conceal with concealer over it, and it's like quite a dewy look as well. Like it's really lovely and really comfortable. It's also vegan and cruelty free, which I love. For concealer, I picked a pretty full coverage one. This is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation in the shade 04 Fair. And I really enjoy this foundation. It has really good coverage and it blends out super well. It's the one I'm wearing right now. So this is really like quite full coverage paired with my like super light coverage foundation, but I really like doing that because it's like you kind of get a blur like all over, like, you know, your skin tone evened out all over, and then like you can just spot conceal the parts that you really want to cover up, like dark circles or any pimples that you have or any discoloration or anything like that. I really like doing that, and I really like using this for it. This is definitely a concealer that I use as well when I do more of a full glam look. Like, I really enjoy using it. So the next product I have here is a powder. It is the Bellapierre setting powder. It is the one that I usually reach for. It's light, it blends out easily. It's yellow because it's like meant to help cover discoloration, like under eye circles and stuff like that, and like redness, which it does, I think, help a little bit, but I just really like using it as a setting powder. That's the main reason I use it, and it's quite fine as well, so it doesn't like cake in my smile lines or anything like that, like I know some of my powders in the past have. So for eyebrows, these are the two products that I have been using for the longest. Like, these are probably both off, to be honest with you, but these are the ones that I kind of like usually reach for. Like, this is my Hourglass brow sculpting pencil, and this is my Tarte Busy Gal Brows mascara, which I really enjoy both of these products. Oh, I have the Hourglass pencil in the shade Ash and the Tarte Busy Gal Brows gel in the shade Medium Brown, but I really like these. I like use them all the time, and I've been using them for ages and they haven't let me down. But anyway, so my favorite eyeliners are both discoveries from this year. So this one is a pencil. I use this to tightline and waterline pretty much every day if I'm not using a different color. If I'm using black, it's pretty much this one. This is the Bareminerals Round the Clock eyeliner. I love this. Like, it goes on so easily. I don't have to pull my eyes down. I don't have to go back and forth like a lot at all. I like quite like a dark waterline and tightline, so I do go back and forth a little bit, but I don't really need to because it just goes on so smoothly and so well. It doesn't irritate my eyes, which is like a miracle for me. I really enjoy it. My favorite liquid liner we discovered together, well, we discovered this was in a Lumi box actually, but we also discovered this, and this is the Haus Laboratories liquid eyeliner in the shade Punk. I have the brown one as well, and that one's just as good, but I just use the black one more because I tend to just use black eyeliner. But whenever I go for like a browner look and I feel like using a brown eyeliner, I will use that one. Well, also that's my only like brown liquid liner. I feel like the eyeliners are like my favorite things that I've found this year, like these two. They're just so easy to use, so comfortable. This one is the eyeliner that I will use like every day, every video. Like, every time I do eyeliner, I reach for this one. I have so much favoritism towards it. I need to practice with my other eyeliners more, like the ones in the paint pots and stuff. But it's just, this one is so good and I love it. So next I have eyeshadow primer, and this is my only eyeshadow primer. I've used other ones before, but this is one that I'm definitely going to rebuy, so this is my favorite. I'm not sure if I'm going to go for a different shade though. I think next time I might try Original. But anyway, this is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the shade Eden. It is like a cult classic and I absolutely love it. It just does such a good job of like keeping my eyeshadow in place. I'm not gonna lie, lately, especially within like the last few videos I've filmed, or even when I go out, I keep forgetting to prime my eyes with this because I often like have been doing supernatural looks, so I just like conceal over my eyelids. But whenever I use this, things just hold so much better. Like, it's so good. It's honestly so good. This one is God. Maybe like 2 years old now, and you're only supposed to open it for 6 months, so I think I definitely need a replacement. They do last a while, and my eyes are currently okay, and I did use it today, so we'll see how we go with that. But I definitely am going to buy another one of these in the future. I do want to try a few other types out because I've heard there are some other really good ones, but this one at the moment is my favorite. For eyeshadow palettes, I have tried so many this year, and there are so many good ones that I reach for like every day. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, which one do I grab? I like too many. But I wanted to just pick one for today's video, and this is one that I always go back to. I just think it has such a great like color selection, and it's just such good quality and so affordable. Like, it is my favorite palette, and it has been for over a year now, so since before we started, before you and I. It is the So Jaded palette, the collaboration with Kathleen Lights and ColourPop. It is just like absolutely stunning. Like, these colors are absolutely amazing. You're probably looking at this like, oh my god, there's so many different colors, but there are so many different like natural, like sort of neutral shades as well, so it's just like you can do so much with it, and that's why I really like it, because it's just so versatile. Like you can use it every day for a natural look, or you can use it to go out and like do whatever. If you want like a fun eccentric look, like you can do that too. It's so good for anything you really want it to be, really, and that's why it is my favorite palette of 2020, and probably 2019 too, to be honest with you, but that was before I started, so that doesn't exist really. For the final eye product, I'm gonna go for a mascara. So this mascara I haven't had for too long, but it has become my favorite of this year. To be honest with you, I haven't had the most amazing experience with mascaras this year, purely because a lot of the ones I've tried, which I will do a video of eventually, they've been like running under my eyes, you know, like they give me the panda eye look, or they flake, and I hate that. So far through the testing through my rigorous testing, not really, this mascara, the Wonder Beauty Mile High Club mascara, it is the only one so far that hasn't done that. So far this is just my favorite one. It is the only one that I haven't been like not super disappointed with. Like I haven't been super disappointed with the other ones. Like they do a decent job with my eyelashes and stuff, but this one I have enjoyed using. I think it makes my eyelashes look great. Like I'm wearing it right now, I'm not sure if you can tell. I can't really see. I think it does a really good job of lengthening my eyelashes and separating them. It's not the most volumizing mascara ever, and it does not do much to curl. If you can get me a mascara that does everything and doesn't fall over my face, tell me down below, because I really want to be blown away this year, like in 2021, with my mascaras. That's my dream for this year, to find like the perfect mascara. And I do have quite a few to try, I'm not gonna lie. I still have so many things that I bought last year that I haven't tried, but that makes eyes done. And I realized before, actually I missed my like face products, and I have a few. I just realized I haven't put my face products on because I put them all on this table. I'll be back. I'm just gonna put my face products on and then I will talk about them. Whoops. Anyway, sorry about that guys. I can't believe I forgot to do like half of my face. I mean, it was just my bronzer, highlighter and blush that I forgot to do, but I have put it on now. As you can probably tell, you're probably like, she looks like paler than usual. And I also added more setting spray because I thought I should try and like blend it in. So the next product that I just put on my face is this, and I've been a big fan of it for a long time. Well, how long have I had this now? I think I've liked this for like 2 years. I think I've had it for 2 years, so you know it's probably off like most of my other things that I've had for a while. So this is the Physicians Formula Murumuru Butter Bronzer. This is in the original shade, which is called bronzer. Now they have like multiple shades. This is what it looks like, and as you can probably tell, I've taken like a fair tint out of it. I still haven't hit pan though, and it still smells like, I don't even know what it smells like. It smells delicious though. But yeah, this is like a great bronzer. It's the bronzer that I have put on my face now. It is such a nice color. It blends so seamlessly. It feels amazing when you put it on. It smells good. I feel like mine might be losing the scent a little bit because it's like 2 years old now, maybe 3 years old. I can't actually remember. I think it's only 2. I think it's only 2, so that's okay. It works. It doesn't irritate my skin. It looks great still. And it still smells pretty damn nice, I'm not gonna lie. For highlighter, I've selected one that I've had for just over a year now. It is the Mecca Cosmetica Enlightened highlighter. This is actually a mini of it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a Enlightened powder mini. But I feel like I've had this for a year and I use it quite a lot, to be honest with you. I really like this one. I have been like experimenting a lot with highlighters lately, but this is still my favorite for now. We'll see what happens. So for blushes, I have a few today. I have been thoroughly enjoying the cream blushes this year, but I've stopped reaching for them as much, and I'm not quite sure why. So that is the only reason that I haven't put cream blushes in my video today. I did love the Flower Beauty ones and the Fenty Beauty ones. They're the only ones that I've really tried, like really given a go. And there was a point during the year where I was like constantly using them like every day, or like every time I did my makeup, which was usually for videos, to be honest with you. But for some reason I've just stopped using them at the moment, and I know I'll get back into it, but for now I've just been using powder blushes. So my favorite ones are this beautiful one that I love so much. It is the Hourglass Diffused Heat Ambient Lighting Blush, and it's just this stunning color. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It's in gorgeous packaging. That's the blush that I just popped on just then, and it just looks so nice. I've used this, I almost use this like whenever I do my makeup pretty much at the moment, and like it doesn't even look like I've touched it, which is insane. Like, it's amazing. It is such a good blush. I also wanted to talk about my favorite, possibly like my favorite like drugstore discovery of the year, and that is these gorgeous Flower Beauty blushes. If you watch my videos throughout the year, you will all know that Sweet Pea is my damn favorite. It is just like absolutely freaking gorgeous. These are like so pigmented. I absolutely love them. I do really like these other colors too. I have Warm Hibiscus and Wild Rose, and I do really like them. It's just that this is like my perfect like everyday color. This is like the perfect nude, like super nude blush, if you ask me. It is cool tone though, so some people would like a warmer tone blush, but this is like one of my go-to blushes. But at the same time, I haven't been reaching for that as much lately. I think it's because I've been pretty obsessed with this one and the next product that I'm talking about. So yeah, these are like my favorites. Like obviously this is quite high-end, and this is super cheap actually. These are so affordable. That's why I have 3 of them. The next product I got, I'm pretty sure I got this in November, so it's like just scraped in, but I had to mention it because at the moment every time I go out this is what I wear. I use this on my eyes as well as my face, and I am absolutely in love with it. It is the Pretty Vulgar Nesting Bitch Face palette. It is a face palette and it looks like so. It has a mirror as well. I use these colors, these for all the time. I think these shades might be a bit dark for me, but I tend to use them on my eyes. I tend to just do a super natural look with this palette if I use my eyeshadow. So I like inner corner highlight, crease color all over the lid, and this is like to deepen up my crease. And I do tend to drag this onto my lid as well. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. Like it wears so well. At the moment, this is like my go-to if I'm in a rush, especially as well. Like I just grab this and just chuck it on my face and get out the door. I got this from a Lumibox pop-up sale. I think I paid like $19 for it or something ridiculously cheap like that. And yeah, it is like one of my favorite investments of the year. Even though it was like $19, so it's like, is that really an investment? Like it is, but is it? So for setting sprays, I have 4, but one of them I've only just received really recently. So, I mean, lots of these products I have received really recently, so can't really be a favorite of 2020, but I'm gonna put it in as a favorite of 2020. So I have the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray in the scent Sweet Peach, or it's like the Sweet Peach setting spray. Just an amazingly fine mist, feels great on my face, smells amazing because it smells like sweet peach. I absolutely love this. I think it was limited edition too. I actually haven't tried any of the other Morphe ones, like the different scents or the original spray, so when this is done I'm just going to purchase one of those because I don't think this will be available, or it might not even be available now, but it's definitely not going to be around forever, I don't think. But it's so lovely, it feels so good, it smells so good. So I'm going to miss that scent, but still. So the next setting spray I have is the Tarte Maracuja Miracle Mist Setting Spray. I only just got this recently, but I'm absolutely loving it. It has an amazingly fine mist, like possibly better than the Morphe one. I don't want to say that. I'll have to compare it and like get back to you. But I love this. It's so comfortable. It smells really nice too. I think I prefer the Sweet Peach scent, but this is still really good. And it feels really nice and it does a really great job of holding my makeup, so I love it. I'm back. Sorry. I had to take a quick break. My camera overheated, so I had to turn it off, and I was really hungry, so I feel like I've been filming for hours, but I don't actually know if that's true or not. It just feels like that right now because I'm talking so much. Anyway, let's get back to it. So my final two setting sprays are both Flower Beauty setting spray. One is the Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray. This is so good. I discovered this I think at the start of 2020 in my first ever Flower Beauty when I first tried the brand out, and I absolutely loved it. It has such a good mist and it just feels so nice. It's very hydrating, it's very light on your skin, it blends your makeup in really well. I absolutely love it. I used this one today after I remembered to put on my bronzer, highlight and blush, and it looks beautiful. It helps sink all my products in. The other Flower Beauty setting spray is the Seal the Deal Luminizing Setting Spray, and this is like the one that's in two parts and you have to shake it together. I got this one later in the year at like a Chemist Warehouse Priceline haul. I really like this one. This one gives me that like all over face glow that I have. You can kind of see it in the areas that I haven't highlighted. In the areas that I have highlighted, it just looks super glowy. I ended up spraying this on and then highlighting because I forgot to do that first. Ow. And then I put this one over on top. And having used both of them today, I will say that this one definitely has a finer mist. Using them back to back, I was able to tell that this one has a much finer mist than this one. Usually I thought this one was quite fine, but after using it with this one, I was like, ah. But you know, they're both amazing mists, just don't use them back to back. Otherwise you will feel like this one is a bit bigger than usual. Apart from that, they're both amazing. I love using this one because this one's like quite hydrating as well, but it does exactly the same as this, but it just makes me a bit more glowy. And so often I won't use this one if I'm filming because it can make me look super glowy, and I don't always want to look really shiny when I'm on camera. I tend to use this one more when I'm going out and stuff, but if it's a really hot day, I don't want to go super dewy because I'll be like shiny anyway because I'll be like sweaty and stuff. So usually I just kind of stick more to this one or one of the other setting sprays that I've showed you today. That is kind of how I decide between these two. Like, I feel like I need them both. Now we are on to lips. Lips is so hard for me because I have tested out so many products this year. Like, honestly, so many products, like makeup products at all, let alone like lip products. But these ones I think are either my favorite discoveries or like my favorite lip products from like the years before. So I've got a few different types. I'm gonna start with this. This is the ColourPop Just a Tint lip crayon. This one is in the shade Cherry Pick, and I also have Give Me Small, which is more like a nudier pink. This is more of like a bricky sort of pink nude, and I absolutely love these crayons. They're like little chubby sticks. They smell so good. They like go on your lips and they tint your lips, and they feel quite hydrating actually. Like, I really enjoy using them. I only have two, but I would buy more if I needed more. Or, you know, when these ones run out, I'll replace them. I really like the colours that I have them in as well. Like, they're just nudes, like they're everyday sort of colours, but they're just so comfortable to wear. Usually I'll just chuck this in my purse and I just use that. Especially if I'm not wearing any makeup and I want like a slight colour on my lips, I'll just chuck this in my bag and just use this. Most of the time, if I'm not wearing makeup, like even when I do use makeup, I use like lip balms because I really like my lips to be super hydrated. But I will often go for this as well because it does do like some hydration as well as like giving a nice colour on my lips, and it looks really good, I think. But I've been using these for a while now. I don't even know when I bought them. I think they've only been out for a little while, so I couldn't have bought them that long ago, but I'm pretty sure I bought them in 2019, I think, when they first came out. Anyway, so that's that one. The next products I want to talk about, these are the Haus Laboratories Le Monster lip crayons. So this is what they look like. I absolutely love them. I'm not sure which one's my favorite because like there's two nudes, but these are in the shade, obviously Power Move is the pink one that I got in my last video, and Talk Dirty up top and the dust down the bottom. I'm actually wearing Talk Dirty now with something else on top of it just to make it a bit more shiny, but these are so comfortable. I like that you can just chuck them on your lips. They're like in a crayon format, so it just goes on super easily. You don't really need to line with it because it's just, you can really draw it on the way you need to because it's in a crayon format. I really like the colours. I like the way they feel. They're not drying at all. I also think they wear quite well. So that's those ones. I also want to talk about the ColourPop Luxe Lip. I have these three. Well, I have tons, not tons, but I have quite a few more. These ones are all from the Disney Designer collection. They're just like little liquid lipsticks, but they feel so smooth on your lips, and I absolutely love them. So these are the 3 nudist shades from the collection. So these are the ones that I tend to reach for the most. But I really like all the colors because I got the whole collection. If I'm going out like for a more dressy occasion, I'll probably like chuck one of these on my lips. I think these are a really good option, and they have so many colors and stuff like that, and they're so affordable and they're so comfortable. Yeah, I really like them. And finally, the last makeup product is another ColourPop product, shock horror. It is their Luxe Lip Oils. So these, I haven't had these for too long, just in like the last half of the year. They're from 2 different collections, that's why they have different packaging, but they are just so comfortable. I love them. I've got them in the shade Smirk and Bengal. For like a more casual look, I will chuck these on my lips, and they're just so comfortable, so nourishing. And I do have the shade Smirk on over the top of my lip crayon right now, and I think it's really nice. It feels amazing, but because it's an oil, I feel like it makes the lip crayon not stay on quite as long. Not that it like really hinders it. I did eat food before, so that's probably why it came off quite fast, but it's just more likely to rub off. But it feels really comfortable to wear it like this, and I'm glad that I can layer it on top of things to give it more of a color if I want that. So that's why it's one of my favorites. But anyway guys, so that's the end of the makeup segment of the video. Now we're gonna go into skincare. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to start with hair care because I only have one hair thing. So this dry shampoo I discovered this year. It is the Bumble and Bumble Powder Post-Workout Dry Shampoo Mist. So this isn't like a normal dry shampoo where you spray it and powder goes into your hair. It is a liquid, and it converts to like a powder when it gets in your hair, which to me is insane. This I love. I've got it in my hair right now actually. Usually I will just spray it around this area after I've like worked out, or usually after I shower after I work out, because with my fringe it doesn't quite sit right ever after I like shower and don't wash my hair, because like I usually pin it up to get in the shower, and because of that it never like comes out the same as after I've just washed it. But with this, it allows me to like style my hair, well, my fringe, so I absolutely freaking love it because that's amazing. Like, and it doesn't really leave me like any powder or anything like that, and I really don't need to use much. Like I just do kind of like a 1 squirt here, like 1 squirt here, 1 squirt here, and then maybe 1 squirt like on top of my fringe, and done. I will say I do think that I am slightly allergic to this, is the only thing, in that it irritates my scalp if I get it down here and it's in my hair for more than like 24 hours or so. There were a few times where my scalp got really itchy, but there was one time where it got so itchy that I actually had to put eczema cream in my hair. I think it had been in my hair for a few days at that point. So that sucks. You're probably like, why is that your favorite? And the reason is because it just works so well. As long as I keep it in this area as well, like as long as I don't get it like here, like the back of my scalp, I don't seem to have an issue, which is really interesting. So I don't know if like one part of my scalp is just super sensitive compared to the rest of it, and it kind of makes sense as well because I guess like this area would get makeup and all my skincare, and this area would only usually get like my shampoo and conditioner. So this area is probably less sensitive in some ways, but it's really good if you want to try it and you don't have very sensitive skin. Not that I really have sensitive skin, to be honest with you, but the only thing is with it, it is very heavily scented, and I have a feeling that's probably what is causing the irritation. It smells really nice, but it smells like baby powder and like perfume. Like it is like strong. I sprayed it in my hair before this video and my sister commented on the scent. Not that it was bad, just that it was really strong. Which I mean, if your hair smells bad, maybe that's a good thing. I want to try other liquid based dry shampoos and see if I have reactions to them, because I think the liquid, the fact that it's like re-drying is what allows me to set my fringe. So next year we might have a different one. Next year we might have one that doesn't give me a small reaction, but we'll see. You never know. Maybe this one will still be it next year and I'll have become immune to my itchy scalp. But anyway, so that's that one. Next I'm gonna go deodorant, which is probably like, people are like, what is this? What is this video? During the space of 2020, I tried to switch to natural deodorant. Before that, I was on like Clinical Protect, like Rexona and like Dove, like whatever their Clinical Protect is called. I really like them because they make you stop sweating because they are antiperspirants, and I do not like the feeling of sweat. And I have not found a replacement for that, but I have found a very, very effective natural deodorant that I like wearing. This is the best natural deodorant that I have found. Personally, like, it works the best for me. This is only the third brand that I've tried. I tried Kopari and I really liked the scent, but it did not work very well for me. And I also tried, my sister got, I think it's the black chicken, the one where you like scoop it out of the tub and you melt it into your fingers and then rub it into your underarms. That one worked, I think, better than the Kopari one did for me, but my sister actually used that one for a while, and at the start it worked for her, and then after a few months it like stopped working as well. And also I think she ended up having an allergic reaction to it, which isn't the best. Anyway, I was able to find this brand, which I thoroughly enjoy. It is called Native. They're an American brand, so I will say it does take me a while to get these. When I purchase them, I think it takes about a month. Saying that though, I've only bought it since COVID, so I'm not sure if it would come faster when the pandemic is over. So the first time I bought the coconut deodorant, which is like their main scent, so it's coconut and vanilla, and I bought it in the recyclable packaging, which is just cardboard, and like you just put your finger in there. See, mine's like, this is like finished now. The only thing that I will say with this is, like, love the deodorant, love the smell, do not like this packaging. I respect and admire what they are trying to do with this, but at the start it was really good. Like, you just push it and it comes out the top, but from about halfway, maybe slightly more than halfway, but this like thing has just fallen out. It just kept falling out of the dispenser. This is how much I have left. Like this tiny little thing here. Every time I put it on, since it's gotten quite small, I couldn't use it in this. I've had to like rub it into my underarms with my hands, so I've had to like take it out and put it in and like rub it on my underarms with my hands. So that's just not super convenient for me. So I don't think that I will be purchasing the recyclable packaging again, which I feel bad about, but I'm also like, it's just not the most convenient way of applying deodorant. So that's that one. So this is one of their mini travel deodorants. So this is like the actual, or more similar to like their actual packaging. Yeah, I just put this in my like overnight bag, and I just use it when I like have showers at like other people's houses and stuff, or like if I need to touch up. I don't, to be honest with you, I feel like I don't usually touch up this deodorant within a day. Usually I'll only put it on my clean underarms when I get out of the shower. I don't feel the need to. Some days, like today is going to be a test, to be honest with you, because it's really hot. I think it's actually a pretty damn decent deodorant, like a pretty damn decent natural deodorant. I tend to start like smelling, I think, definitely over 24 hours. It does not last over 24 hours, but like if I'm like hot and stuff, and like usually I work out every morning, so the next morning after I've showered, when I work out, I'll probably smell after that. Not super bad or anything like that, but it's definitely not antiperspirant in any means. But if you wanted to try a natural deodorant, I honestly think this one is so good. It's never going to work exactly the same, it's never going to be as good, but this is so good at doing what it does. This scent is called Sweet Peach and Nectar. It is legitimately the best thing I've ever smelled in my life. I am obsessed with this, and I'm so depressed because it was a seasonal scent for summer. So I'm hoping to God they release this scent again next summer in the US. So this will be our winter. So in like the next 6 months, I'm hoping they re-release this scent, and I am gonna like hoard buy it. I think I'm gonna buy 4 of the full size. I might even buy some of the small ones. I obviously like the smell of peach, but it just smells so freaking good. Like, I wish you could smell this. It makes me feel so clean. It smells amazing, and these like little ones are so handy to have just to chuck in your bag. So yeah, I definitely recommend Native deodorant. I just wanted to show you as well, I haven't started using this one yet. This is one of their autumn scents with buttercream and French vanilla. So this is another seasonal one, but this is what their actual deodorant looks like if you get their full size, and it's not in the recyclable packaging. So it even feels slightly heavier, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like you get more. No, apparently not. You get 75 grams in each, but the packaging in the plastic one is definitely a lot heavier. It's like a normal sort of looking deodorant, like stick. Like, you wind it up the bottom, and then it comes out the top. This one smells super sweet. It smells delicious, like you kind of want to lick it. I actually have the shower gel in this, or like the body wash in this too. I'm not gonna lie, when I first got it I was like, that's too sweet for me. But now, because I like wash myself with it every day, I'm very used to the scent, but it is very strong. And Sweet Peach and Nectar is definitely my favorite of the scents, so I really hope they bring it back. If not, I might cry. Maybe I'll have to find another deodorant that smells like that. Okay, now I just have, I'm to my final 4 things. I feel like it's taking me ages to get here. I've talked so much today. I feel like I've been doing this for hours. This video is probably going to kill me to edit. But anyway, I just wanted to mention the last few things. God, it's hot today. I'm like getting a heat rush. Anyway, I just wanted to mention the last few things quickly. So this is the Mecca Cosmetica micellar water. This is my favorite micellar water. I rarely use micellar water anymore, but if I'm staying at people's houses, usually I'll take one, and this is what I'm taking at the moment. When I repurchase micellar water, I'm going to repurchase this one because I find that they tend to hurt my eyes, and this one doesn't do that, and it just does such a good job of removing my makeup, and it's also cruelty free, which I really appreciate. And so the next 2 products are from Glow Recipe, which I have fallen in love with this year. I got the watermelon toner. It is the Watermelon Glow PHA plus BHA Pore-Tight toner, and it comes in this interesting gorgeous glass bottle. I do not know how long this has lasted me. I'm like, when did I buy this? I'm gonna put it down below. I will put this down below, how long this has lasted me, this bottle, but I feel like it's been months. I reckon it's been at least 4 months. I'm not sure if that's a lot for a toner, but it feels like a lot for me. As soon as I bought this, I started using it because I wasn't using a toner before that, because I was using the watermelon spray and I thought that was a toner, but that's not a toner, I don't think. But I love that watermelon spray too. I've actually bought a replacement. So, you know, the watermelon spray is amazing too. It's super hydrating and stuff, but this is just so nice. It makes my pores look so good. I feel like my pores look smaller whenever I use this, which is every morning and night, baby. Like, it is so good. If you want to try one of their products and you like watermelon, because it does smell, and these products do apparently have like fragrance in them, so if you don't like fragrance, I'm sorry, they're probably not for you, but it is like one of the last ingredients mentioned in the description, so there's not a lot of fragrance if you're not super adverse to fragrance. Like, it doesn't really smell, it smells more natural than anything, to be honest with you. Amazing. Seriously, I love this. I also am obsessed with their Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. This is so freaking good. It just makes my skin so soft. Like, I put it on and it feels super hydrating, and the next day I wake up and my skin feels silky, my pores look amazing, like my skin looks smooth, and I feel like it really helps me, like, if I'm getting like super early stages of like pimples and stuff, like really early, I mean, like if it's like already on its like well and truly on its way, it's not gonna stop a pimple, but like at the start like when the pimple's like, well, weren't I, it really clears up my skin. So I love this. It's so good. The last product I'm going to mention is a lip balm, and I have tried so many lip balms this year, and a lot of them I do really like, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't hated any of them, but this one is the one that I think personally, out of all the ones I've tried, it is the best one. It is the most hydrating, it's very lightweight, it's very slippy, I will say that. It's not sticky, it's slippy, and it's very clear and very shiny. So if you don't like that, then don't bother trying it, but I feel like it is so good. It is the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm, and it smells like freaking cupcakes. It's delicious. This usually stays in my overnight bag too, to be honest with you, and I will use it as like my lip balm sort of throughout the day if I can access my night bag a lot. But when I stay at other people's house, usually I use it as like my lip mask at night, and it works really well as that, and I wake up with hydrated lips the next morning, and it's just really good. So yeah, I definitely recommend that. It is like expensive though, it's not super cheap. It's like $35 for 15 mils, and like this tube, like when I got it I was like, is that it? It doesn't feel like a lot, especially when you get it in the box. I feel like the box looks smaller than the tube somehow, but when I got the box I was like, I've paid $35 for that, like that's so expensive, but it is good. It is very good, and I would definitely recommend it. The only thing is though, like if you don't like really strong like sweet smelling things, it is a sweet smelling thing. It smells really good to me, but not everyone would like that. And that brings me to the end. of this video. It's probably going to be very long, so I apologize for that. I apologize to myself for talking for this long, that my camera is doing the heat thing again. So I have to go because I'm going to have to turn off my camera because it's overheating again. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about any of the products that I mentioned, let me know and I'll get back to you as soon as possible, and hopefully I will see you soon. The most important to me, it's like Murumuru butter bronzer, which is really hard to say, but yeah, but with this it allows me, sorry my friends are freaking going crazy right now, but with this too natural when the pandemic. Can you see the bubble? I think I have really sensitive eyelids. I think I have a lot of things that are very sensitive, like my soul.